Okay. So would you guys like to change your astrology, your horoscopes, your fate? Have you guys heard of things like that? So everything that brought up in net on you destroy and uncreate. How many of you believe that? Okay, please keep yourselves on mute. Do not unmute yourself unless you're asking a question. And if possible, please ask relevant questions to the topic. That'll be really helpful. Like, I'm talking about astrology or how to change fates, and then suddenly if you go, I have a cold or I have a leg pain, it just takes away from the topic. So if possible, please keep your question to the topic. I'll be really grateful. So would you guys like to change? Yes. What have you bought as true about fate and destiny? Everything that is will you now destroy and uncreate it. Horoscopes. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. So it's very funny, actually. Yes, Seher, do you have something to say?
Yeah, I mean, I've heard. I had some challenges in my life, and I went to an astrologer, and there were things that they predicted about the past that were true, and I really bought into what they predicted for future. And they were pretty sad things what he said. So, but whenever I face the challenge again in life, I keep thinking about, like, my mind goes back to that. Oh yes, he told me this, and somewhere I bought into a lot of predictions, and that has sort of blocked me. I don't seem to be moving past it.
Would you like to move past it?
Yes, please.
Then is there anyone who can stop you?
I don't know what choices to make. I feel that my choices are very limited.
Okay. All the emotional.
And there's a lot of confusion.
Okay. All the emotional proverbs you're using to create limited choice and confusion. Will you revoke, recant, renounce, reclaim, resign, destroy, and uncreate it?
Yes.
Wrong, good, bad, pot, rock, all nine plus voice proverbs and beyond. All the emotional proverbs that you're using to function from limited choice and confusion, will you revoke, recant, renounce, reclaim, resign, destroy, and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys, poets, and beyonds. Also, something for all of you to note is this video is going on YouTube. It's there on Facebook. So if you don't want to be seen, then please don't talk. If you're here and you're talking and you're laughing or in video, you will be there in YouTube. So just wanted to let you know. So if you wanted to be anonymous or discreet, then please change your names or don't be on the call, or I think all of you are okay. So how does it get better? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys, poets, and beyonds.
How can we change this?
Sorry?
How is it possible to change for destiny? Or?
Yeah, it is if you don't believe by it and how you respond. So what have you, let's just do clearings.
You believe half, you believe half. Not fully believe.
I don't understand. What are you saying?
I feel half, not fully you don't believe. There's something.
No, but your subconscious believes it. It's a different story. We don't know how our subconscious works. So consciously, even though we believe that I've not bought it, I don't believe it. Subconscious is very different. So we don't know. Even one thought that someone says can go into your subconscious. So that's why it's very important to use interesting point of view. I have this point of view. Okay. So what have you decided is your destiny? Everything that is will you destroy and uncreate it. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys, poets, and beyonds. Okay, Rachita is saying my in-laws are addicted to astrologers, and that's one of the prime reasons me and my husband don't like to visit them, because every day there's an astrologer visit. How does one resolve this? See, it's not wrong. What they say is also a science, but how do you respond to what you hear? Because if you develop resistance to them, you will create more of that. What you resist will persist. So if you're going to say, I don't like them to visit, and you say they're wrong or let them not come, more of that will happen. So that's not what we're looking for. What would it be like for you to include that, for you to understand that information and yet create something different? Everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. And we're not here to make fun of them or tell that they're wrong, or we're just saying that whatever you've heard, if you don't like it, would you like to change it? And probably, how can you change it? First of all, even if they say something which you truly do not like, it's not about, would you have a choice to change it? That's what we have to look at here. We're not like telling that, don't do astrology or it's wrong, nothing like that. Just like, what if you don't like what you hear? Do you have the power to change it? That's what we're targeting, right? So all the resistance you have towards astrologers, will you destroy it and create it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. And what if you're an infinite being? You don't have to get scared by what the astrologist said. Even I had visited the astrologer. He mentioned few bad things which scared me. Okay. So when someone says something that is scary for you or something you don't like, if it feels heavy, first of all, it's not true. So fear is not true. So if anything they say feels heavy, it is not true. If it's the truth, it will still feel light. Even if they say that this is going to happen or you're going to lose something, the truth will always feel light. First, go by how are you feeling about what they're saying. If it feels heavy, it's not true. And then you ask, what can I be to change this? If that is not what you would like in your life, what else is possible? Very basic questions. Or what can I be or do different to change this? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. So all the resistance you're holding on to about astrology, will you revoke, recant, renounce, reclaim, resign, destroy, and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. What have you decided as fate or destiny? Everything that is, will you destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. What have you decided as fate or destiny that cannot be changed? Everything that is, will you destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. Yes, Ankita, do you have something to say?
Nithya, I have a question on like, do we create our fate once we are born, or it is that we bring it from the past life?
It's completely on how you're programmed, I guess. I mean, if you're evolved, then you're not going to repeat anything from past lives. It depends completely on how your consciousness is. So I really can't say yes or no for that. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts. It depends on your belief and your subconscious belief. So consciously, people are like, I don't believe in past lives, but sometimes the subconscious is programmed to function from a past life most of the time. So that's why awareness is very important for you to even get from where you're functioning. What is happening? Is there a past life triggering? Is this a point of view that someone said that I've bought? And when you ask for that awareness of how do I change this, when you have a situation and you keep saying, what can I be to change this? Once you get that awareness, it could be anything. And then you just resolve it without making it significant. So that's how it is. So everything.
Thank you, Nithya.
Down will you destroy and uncreate it. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and men. You're welcome.
Ma'am, how this pattern can be changed?
By asking questions. What can I be to change this?
Change
Right and wrong,
pattern.
good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and men. Constantly, consistently ask for awareness. What can I be to change this? So you guys like to change?
It's very, very difficult to change, ma'am. I'm trying to change negativity, all these things. Constantly trying to change. This won't.
Okay. Let us not
some moments it will come.
Let us not use the word try. When you say try, you can fail one. You can 99% succeed and fail 1%. So tell yourself, I will change. I'm willing to change. I will change. Do not say I'm trying to change. You will lose when you use the word try itself. Does that make sense? So what if we don't have to use the word try and say I'm willing to change? And with how much ease, with how much ease can I change? Instead of saying it's difficult to change, ask with how much ease can I change?
Some actually so reprogram things we can do.
Yeah. Ask yourself, with how much ease can I change? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. So with how much ease can you change that which you've decided is fate in any lifetime, that which you've decided is destiny in any lifetime? Everything that is, will you now destroy and uncreate it? And will you revoke, recant, renounce, reclaim, resign, destroy, and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. So what have you decided as fate or destiny, consciously or subconsciously, that you've decided you cannot change? Everything that is, will you revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, resign, destroy, and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. Okay, Purva, you have a question?
Yes, good morning.
Good morning.
Thing is that sometimes I feel that I'm projecting the things and that is happening, and sometimes I feel that it is my knowing which is I'm projecting, and that's why it is happening. So I'm totally into that dilemma. If I talk about a particular issue, so is it a projection which I'm giving, or is it the thing which really my knowing, and that's why I'm projecting?
I don't know. You will know that. If it's light, it's a knowing. If it's heavy, it's probably a projection. You have to see.
But it is if it is a sad event, or if it is a event which is I know this will happen because of someone's action or reaction. So at that moment, I get it. And when it is happening at that time, I feel very heavy because I was not expecting that this thing should happen.
I didn't get your question.
My question is, I'm projecting something, or I'm just having knowing which this is happening, and that really happened.
I told you, right? If it's light, you have to ask yourself, is it a knowing or a projection? Because it's different situation per situation. And if it's light, it's probably a knowing. If it's more heavy, it could be a projection. So that time, ask yourself, is it a knowing or is it a projection? And the more you get used to being in non-judgment or in allowance, the more it will come from knowing. When you're when you're already doing judgment and you're worried or things like that, it's mostly going to be a projection. But you have to ask yourself, ask the question, is this knowing or projections? And which is right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. Okay, this person is saying, I consulted an astrologer. I wasn't able to change my life. Too many things out of control. Things were not working. I was told few planets are weak and my time is not good. I get opportunities and then it slips away. How can I change the timings? So what can I be to change this? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. What else is possible? So the one question that can change anything for you is functioning from what else is possible. Look for a different possibility in all of these. Is belief in destiny a form of control? Yeah, it could be a way for you to control yourself. It could be, it's a limitation more than form of control. So every belief that you kind of solidify limits you. It is, maybe you would, if you would like to function, and this is the way the unconsciousness tries to control you. There is some part of unconsciousness that doesn't want anyone to evolve and would like to, hold on to whatever system is there. So could be that form of control. So everything that brought up in that done, right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. What have you decided that is your fate and your destiny that you cannot change, that stops you from functioning from possibilities? Everything that is will you now destroy and uncreate it. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. What have you decided that is fate or destiny that cannot be changed? Everything that is will you revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, resign, destroy, and uncreate it. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. Okay, Rashmi is saying, they say something is wrong in the astrology and they suggest to wear ring fingers, pendants, and perform havan. If you're not well off to perform these things, yet we are willing to correct it, how can I do it? What can I be to change this? Same question. What can I be or do different to change this? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. And if it feels light about what they say, you can go ahead and do it. So follow what is, there is not one right way to, live life or do things. You have to follow what is light for you. If what they say makes sense and it feels light, it's different. If whatever feels heavy, keep away from it. And if you don't like what's showing up, always ask what else is possible. What can I be or do different to change this? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. What else is possible here? Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. Okay. So it's not that hard to change. And when you hear things, you might want to say interesting point of view, they have this point of view, interesting point of view, they have this point of view. And not allow it to first become some belief of yours and then cause problems, you know. So everything that brought up and let down will you now destroy and uncreate it. Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. Okay. So what have you bought as fate and destiny that you've decided you cannot change? Everything that is with you, revoke, recant, renounce, reclaim, resign, destroy, and uncreate it. Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. Okay, some people say that if you don't do what certain astrologers ask, they have the power to control you with entities. This is Rachita's question. I'm not saying that. How does one meander this fear? Are you an infinite being? Does anyone have the power to control you except yourself? Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. Can anyone make you do anything that you don't want? No. And the fear is the problem. They control you because you have fear. If you do not fear them, if you know that you're an infinite being, then no one is going to be able to do anything for you. Rashmi says, thanks for picking this topic. From the past 1 week, people are mostly talking about astrology and some blocks in life. Really, thank you for picking up this topic. Isn't it amazing? I'm so aware, know what you guys would like. So what have you decided as fate and destiny that can never be changed, that doesn't allow you to look into possibilities? Everything that is, will you now destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. What have you defined and decided is your fate and your destiny that you cannot change? Everything that is, will you now revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, resign, destroy, and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. What have you bought as your limited belief that doesn't allow you to change? Everything that is, will you now destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. So what have you decided limits you? Everything that is, will you revoke, recant, renounce, reclaim, resign, destroy, and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. So as an infinite being, what you have to understand is you have moment by moment choice. And even if someone tells you something which seems true at that moment, this moment is very different. Can you take the power of this moment and change what you would like to change? By being extremely grateful for this moment and celebrating this moment, then you can undo, and the past is gone. So there's no point in even thinking about the past or regretting the past, or there's no point even looking into the past, because every moment you look into the past, you've lost this moment. You've lost the power of this moment. So what if you can tap into the power of this moment and change everything by just asking questions? And in some way, trusting yourself or trusting the universe or believing that things will get better. That hope or that faith that things will get better is very, very essential. Would you like things to get better? Then why would it not? Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. Because anything you think can happen, will happen. It's not even can, will happen, right? So where are you losing? So what have you decided is your fate, that you lose all the hope of greater possibilities? Everything that is, will you destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyond.
Nithya, thank you so much for this call. I think it was much more required in my space.
You're welcome. So right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. Yes, Vidhi, do you have a question, or would you like to say something?
Yes, I have a question. So I constantly feel that, when I am in my awareness and when I'm in my consciousness, I can feel it. I can do things with ease and I can take decisions. I feel lighter in general. And there are times when it just like it's not there, and I can feel that also. But I don't know what it is I can do to bring it back, because sometimes I just tend to lose it, or I don't know how it happens, but it happens so frequently. There are days when I'm at my best, I'm in my consciousness, and then the next day it's just not the same. So, is there something that I can do and cultivate as a habit that can allow me to be in this consciousness?
Have you done access bars or access classes?
I have done access bars.
Okay, then there's a very new tool that has come up, the latest tool. You might not have heard of it. It's called Who Does It Belong To? None of you might have.
Yeah, I have
You
heard
have?
of it.
I was joking. So none of you might have ever heard Who Does It Belong To? You're not being yourself, and you'll be amazed at how many times you're not being yourself. So please ask, who does it belong to? It's not you, and things will change.
How often do I have to ask this to myself?
Whenever you don't feel good, whenever you feel you're not proper, whenever you feel any feelings, whenever you think, all the time. Right, wrong, good,
Okay.
bad, talk all night. Unless you have full space and you're like, I'm aware, I'm infinite, every other time, who does it belong to?
But okay, I will do that when I'm feeling a little low and when I'm not feeling myself.
No,
What is some?
even if you are not feeling low
Oh.
and you have a positive thought, you can still ask, who does it belong to? Might not be yours.
Okay.
Every thought, feeling, emotion, who does it belong to?
Okay, I'll do that. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, Seher says, I'm feeling quite hopeless. Please, who does it belong to? If you guys are feeling, it might not be yours. Ask, who does it belong to? Does an infinite being feel helpless? I have lost time. I'm losing time. I'm too old. Age and time are the biggest barriers. How much judgment is in that statement? Age is just a number. So I think I've talked one call about time, which we've done a lot of amazing clearings. I do not remember which, but we did do amazing calls on time. So what would it be like for me to acknowledge myself and allow time to work for me? Everything that is not allowed, that will now destroy and uncreate it. Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys, poets, poets and beyonds. Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys, poets and beyonds. Okay, Sonia, I'm not sure what your question is. If you're just making a comment, that's fine. Yes, it is true. Do not bring up past experiences because this moment is different. Don't make it the same as the past. What fun is there in living this moment exactly as the past moment? Everything that is will you destroy and uncreate it. Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys, poets and beyonds. And what is the value you see in making this moment exactly like your past moments? Everything that is will you now destroy and create. Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys, poets and beyonds. So what can you be or do different to change the effects of astrology in your life, the effects of Shani, Manglik, whatever? Everything that is will you now destroy and uncreate. Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys, poets and beyonds. Aren't you something more bigger than whatever has been said to you or whatever belief that has been given to you? That's what we're trying to say. Can you go beyond that belief? Can you go beyond that judgment? Are you willing to be something more than what someone has told you you are? Everything that brought up and let down, will you now destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. Okay, knee pain, please watch the, I think, May 17th call on health. There will be a lot of clearings there. Today, we're talking about how do you change destiny.
Sure, thank you.
Welcome. And that May 17th call is really amazing. It's on the Morningstar YouTube. It'll clear a lot of things in health, not only one thing. Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyond. Okay. So what have you decided as fate and destiny that you cannot change? Everything that is will you destroy and uncreate it. Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyond. Geet, you want to say something?
No, Nithya, after a long time I'm attending your call. So, and yesterday we did a bar swap in Ahmedabad, and people were telling about that, morning star they attend,
How,
and some other people may have joined.
how
Yeah.
does it get better?
Jasmine is from Ahmedabad, right? Yeah. Awesome. Love.
Awesome. How does it get better? Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and the pictures were amazing. Okay, how many of you have let go of, how many of you believe you can change your fate now? Awesome. Only 3 or 4 people. Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, all 9 shots, boys, poets, and
Can
beyond.
I add something?
Yes, please.
Hi, even I'm attending today after a long time. And Destiny, we were discussing this yesterday evening on, in a group of friends that we sat. And no wonder today you're talking about the same. So
Awesome.
yes, I acknowledge we can change our destiny and we can write our own stories. Thank you, Nithya. Thank
You're
you.
welcome. You're welcome. Please do that. Live life the way you would like, without expectations and how things will show up. Because the minute you hold on to like, I am so infinite, I can change anything, I can do anything, and doesn't show up the way you expect, but you are doing that. And then if you stop yourself saying, oh my God, I thought I could do this, it didn't happen, that's when you stop everything from working. So what if you can just be out of control and enjoy whatever shows up? And that's so much easier. And then you allow the universe to give you amazing things. So what limiting belief am I using to not receive the amazing things that the universe has to offer me that is beyond my imagination? Everything that is within, now destroyed and created. Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, online shots, boys, birds, and beings. Would you like to be surprised by something that is so beyond your imagination that you never knew you could do? Rather than just imagining this is what I want. So what if the universe is giving you the best in store? And what if even what the astrologists say is just for you to be aware of, this is something that I would like to change? Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, online shots, boys, birds, beings. Anuradha, did you want to say something?
Yes. Good
Yes.
morning, Nithya.
Good morning.
And a happy Teachers' Day. Thank you. I wanted to acknowledge
You're welcome.
that after the foundation done with you, both my children, my daughters, 12 and 9, have a tool for everything.
For everything, how does it get better?
Yes. And then, yes, how does it get any better than this? And they have become more wonderful, more powerful, and more empowered. And I mean, as you said, without imagination, and if we are living now, I could create a class for the BMM and 90% enhancement and the vision correction. And I got it as a gift.
How?
So when I created, so all 3 of us are now practicing vision correction and BMM and 90% enhancement. Thank you very much, Nithya, for everything. It's an acknowledgement that we really had the best fun those foundation days with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. The best fun is yet to come. Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, online shots, boys, birds, and beings. Be very aware of what you say. You don't want that to be the best thing in your life, right? But how
Yes,
many
till now.
yeah. How does it do better? Yes, Raji.
Hi, Nithya.
Hello, how are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good. After a long time, actually, I'm attending this call. I would also say it was much needed topic on fate and destiny. And last 1 week, this has been coming into my space and I was asking clarity. Though I was much aware, this clear beautifully shifted the energy, Nithya.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Can you do a clearing on doubt, phobia, inferiority complex raising from charts? I hope that's astrological charts. Okay. Oh my God, you guys have got inferiority from the charts? And anyway, yeah, I think it's possible because astrologers sometimes do, that's a lot in the Indian system too. So let's look at this. So all the lies, fears, phobias, inferiority complex, judgments, points of views that you've picked up from your astrological charts, that consciously or subconsciously, that you've decided you cannot change and that you will not change, will you now revoke, recant, renounce, reclaim, resign, destroy, and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all 9 shots, boys, poets, and beyonds. So all the lies, beliefs, points of views, underlying points of views, assumptions, fears, insecurities, complexes that you've picked up from any of your astrological charts, will you now revoke, recant, renounce, reclaim, resign, destroy, and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all 9 shots, boys, poets, and beyonds. I hope that helps. But you can definitely go beyond it. Are you willing to go beyond it? Keep asking, what can I be to go beyond this? What can I be or do different to go beyond this? And you can. And don't make it significant. Doesn't matter. I mean, it doesn't matter at all. If you make something significant, it screws you. So, what happened to me was my mother forgot my date of birth. no, my time of birth, the time I was born. My date of birth, yes. So she has no idea when I was born. But then she wanted to, so they didn't do any astrology stuff for me because they had no idea when I was born, And I was like, but then still she talked to some astrologers and figured out something. So we met a couple of astrologers, and one astrologer, she does spiritual astrology and she's really good. And she's helped me a lot. So I was like, hey, I don't know my time of birth. And then she's like, intuitively, just give me. And I was like, so high on intuition, I just gave a time of birth. And she was like, this seems correct. And I was like, yeah, it's correct. I'm sure it's correct. And then she did the whole stuff for me and she told me so many things. And I followed everything. And I was like, that's so right about me. Or, And then my mother found another astrologer. Apparently my mother likes him a lot. And then she's like, please do for Nithya. And we have no idea the time she was born. I only know that she was born in the morning. And he did a chart for me. And then he got it and he said a lot of things. And I was like, okay, that seems right too. And then finally, when my sister came, she bought a lot of documents from her old house. And guess what is there? There's a document with the time I was born. And it was so funny because what that astrologer said was so different. What I intuitively said was so different. None of it matched the exact time. It was so different. And then I was like, hey, you did my whole chart, but now the time of birth is different. And then he was like, he looked at it again and, are you going to redo it? I asked him. And he looked at it and said, no, this is right. The time I've given is right. And the time I was born was given as 8 and he had a time at 9. And how is it? I was like, 1 hour off. And then he's like, no, it's correct. It's correct. I was like, okay. I said, how is it correct? No, based on your charts, this is how your life is. So this is correct. If it was actually 8, your life would have been like this, like this. He gave me another chart. So I was like, okay, whatever you say. So this is right. I was like, okay. And then he said, probably your legs came out at this time. By the time your head came out at this time, by the time your legs came out, I have got the right time. I was like, okay, fine. And then I was like, then I called up the other person and said, hey, I have a different time of birth because the one intuitively, I guess, was 11. And then she's like, is it off? She said, yeah, it is off. So should we have to redo? She said, of course we have to redo. It's like 2 hours off. Then I was like, what about every decision I made based on hearing the astrology? What happened to that? Right, wrong, good, bad, fought, walk, all 9 charts, boys, forwards, and beyonds. Then I realized it wasn't actually based on astrology because it made me feel light. When she said, this is where you have to go based on your chart, I really felt light about it. It was still my choice. I mean, if they said something that I didn't want to, I might have not. That's what it is. Whatever the astrologist says, even if it feels light for you and you feel there's something there, you go ahead. Because I was like, I made a lot of decisions based on what she said. And that time I wasn't so much into Access. I was just starting out on all of this. So I was like, and then I was like, okay, so what's my new destiny? And then she was like, it's so different. And that's all she said. I didn't understand anything else she said, but I just felt really good. And she said, it's much more than before. So I was like, okay, that works for me. So everything that brought up and I done, now destroy and create. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 charts, boys, poets, and beyonds. So that's the thing, right? Whatever, you can't blame the astrologers who say because of this belief, this is happening because they said I'm following. It's still about what would you like to choose here? And what if you don't have to regret any choice you've made? What if you don't have to regret any choice or decision you've ever made? How would it be? And you can just function from what is light for you. So I did at one point go like, what about everything I did based on what my last shot was? And then she's like, that's correct too. Why would that be wrong? Right, wrong, good, bad, fought, fuck, all 9 charts, boys, poets, and beyonds. Because every choice you make in life is not right or wrong. It just moves you to a different space. And if it's not moving you, there's something you have to change. If it takes you back to the old space or something not working, because you cannot give the same input and expect a different output, right? So everything that brought up in that time, you destroy and create. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 charts, boys, poets, and beyonds. Yes. So someone is saying, you're awesome. You carved your own destiny. Yeah, I carved my own destiny. I changed my charts 3 times. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 charts, boys, poets, and beyonds, and more to come.
That someone is me, Gitu. That's my brand, Self Elevate.
Thank you so much, Gitu. So there was another astrologer who was like, you're going to have a second kid within a year And I was like, no. He's like, no. He got so offended. I just told him, no, that's not going to happen. And he got so offended. He's like, I will bet you'll have a second kid within this year. I will write it down. I will bet. But still, you have the choice, right? Having a kid is not his choice. Me having a kid is not his choice, right? It's my choice. So like, I'm very clear with this choice. What do you mean? It's like, based on your charts, you will have. I was like, no, but you don't have to always function from your charts or be that, right? What choice do you have? What makes sense to you? So everything that brought up in that down will you now destroy and create. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pop, all 9 charts, boys, poets, and beyonds. It might have been in my chart, but can you change it? Ultimately, it's your choice. So what have you decided that you don't have enough power to change your destiny? Everything that is will you now destroy and create it. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 charts, boys, poets, and beyonds. Where have you decided you do not have enough power to change your charts or your destiny? Everything that is will you now destroy and create. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 charts, boys, poets, and beyonds. Yes, Sagri, did you want to say?
Yeah, the astrological charts are just possibilities, I guess, right? You can choose or not choose. That is your, I mean, it's up to you.
Yes, every moment it's up to you.
It's like a broad kind of, it's all late. Maybe, you know, they are giving you an indication as to which road you can take. But choosing the road, I guess, is up to you, right?
Yeah, it's definitely up to you. And whatever you choose, you have the possibilities or the consequences, not them. So it's up to you to choose. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 charts, boys, sportsmen. Yes, Purva?
I'm the same one, like you said. I have met so many because my family is believing that whatever is my life is going on, this is due to my astrological things and my stars and all that. So I would like to acknowledge that once I started believing that whatever they are saying, that is their thought. At that time, I was not in Axis, but yeah, but that is their thought. And same goes with me, like you, that I have met 4 or 5 astrologers. I have done all that pujas and everything, but that there is nothing changed until and up to I believe that I am the one who can change something.
Yes, you are always the one who can.
Yes, I'm the one who can change something. Still, my family is believing in astrology, and my brother and sister-in-laws believe like that whatever is convenient for them, that is correct in astrology, and whatever is not correct and convenient for them, that is not in astrology. That astrologer is a wrong person.
Yeah,
So
it's
it's
just
really funny so many times that people are go by the book and they drag you to. But once I start believing in myself, it has gone like anything. So
and no one can ever drag you. You were choosing to get dragged. Right,
yes.
wrong, all 9 charts, boys, poets, and beyonds.
And we also start somewhere, you know, who does this belongs to, and this kind of tools we don't know at that time. So we also start believing in such a thing, where we also get afraid that, like, you know, people are starting telling you this will happen and that will happen. So sometimes it's they are giving the rosy picture. At that time also we are believing them, and sometimes they are giving that forbidden pictures. At that time also we start believing in all that, and then it starts.
So
like
what can I
anything.
be to change it? Nothing starts until you start it.
Yes.
Yes. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 charts. How does it get better than this? That's all. That's all is required. Respond to that. Don't buy it, even the good things or the bad things. So what can you be to change this? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 charts, boys, poets, and beyonds. Yes, Ravi? Did I lose you guys? Hello?